Hello, this is my first LEGO review. I have a lot of LEGO and I wanted to do some videos on them and make it less about, in a lot of them, the set itself, but more my experience with LEGO. A little bit about my history with LEGO. I, had LEGO at a young age, like 4, 5. I was barely old enough to put it together myself. I always had to get help from my dad to put them together when I was at that age, the fire stations and stuff. But what really kicked it off for me was the summer of 2005, where I got some birthday money and I spent it on an Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from that year, from 2005. And it just kick-started like this obsession with LEGO Star Wars. My mom ordered me the catalogs and I was buying the sets and stuff like that. I stopped buying LEGO. In fact, I gave all of my LEGO away in 2011 because I had outgrown it. And once I got a job after high school, I got back into it. So everything you see, even if it's stuff from my childhood, a lot of it is, other than the figures, which I kept a lot of, but a lot of it has all been bought by myself again in these years after high school. So starting off, I figured I would start with one of my favorite sets of all time, the 6212 Starfighter, X-Wing Starfighter. Now, I have the new X-Wing minifigure scale X-Wing, and it is a better set, but I love this one more, if that makes sense. This one, when I think of LEGO Star Wars, I think of this right here. It was in the peak, and it basically ran through from 2006 into 2010. So the entire time I was into LEGO Star Wars, they sold this ship. So it was really something that I always saw on the shelves and always saw in the catalog, and it just reminds me so much of, and I love it. So to start off with some of the minifigs it came with Chewbacca, standard old school Chewbacca. I still prefer this over the new Chewbacca. I really do. I think it's just more simple. I like the simplicity of this era of LEGO. I think there's something charming about it. But you get Chewbacca, you get Leia. Now this was the Leia set where you would get the smooth hair Leia, if you were lucky. It was a misprint where all this texturing on her hair, man, can't get it to focus. All the texturing on her hair was all smooth. It was all completely smooth. So that hair piece alone goes for a lot of money. So mine was not like that. I do have the box for this one somewhere. I have a box for a lot of my sets, but it's at my parents' house in storage, so I don't have it with me. Han Solo. This is his Hoth Han Solo. This is technically in episode 5 set based on the figs, but the X-Wing was in all the movies. A Hoth Han Solo. Man, the autofocus is being brutal today. There we go. Nice, simple printing. Just notice he has a bit of a crack on his pants there. That's not good. Anyway, and then the other figure you get is Wedge Antilles. They come with different pieces. This is red 5 markings for Luke, which is what I keep all my X-Wings in. You could also switch that out for some pieces to make it red 3, which is Dak. So, setting those figures out of the way, here's the ship. Now, a lot of my sets have a little bit of different greebling or just little modifications. If you see something wrong, usually it's intentional, but I can't make any promises. But this is about what it is. I don't make major modifications or anything, just little tweaks, little greebling and stuff. Here's the R2 you get. Old school, bland, weirdly half-printed R2-D2. I think this is one of the few exceptions where I really like newer ones more. Particularly the Clone Wars with the light gray head I really liked, but even the new modern ones with the better heads and stuff, it was, that looked derpy. It looks like he has a big chin, So he just slots in right there. favorite fig in this would be Luke Skywalker in his pilot outfit. That arm's kind of loose. Is it correct? Nope. Just loose. That's fine. Old school classic Luke face. Up underneath. Spit that out. You have a actual chrome lightsaber. Not the new crappy fake chrome that they have, but the nice old school chrome lightsaber. Love it. Absolutely love it. And that can just store up under. Like so. Oh, landing gear fell out. If you look in the cockpit, it's nicely done. You see that targeting computer is a printed piece. Like so. Close the cockpit. Back here is the gear mechanism to open the S-foils. And you just twist, 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 twist. And it's in attack position. And the landing gear breaks off. There you go. Big, bulky. One of the things I love about this era is just how little they cared about authenticity. It still feels like a toy, and I think the new stuff, they're better models, but I feel like the way this looks, it's got all the red sprung throughout and the tan. Doesn't look anything like the real thing in terms of the color, really, but I just love it. Just absolutely love it. And go ahead and place it back down. Nope. This one's landing gear is always a bit tricky for me. There we go. Just stick it straight up like that. So, this is LEGO 6212. One of my favorite sets. I actually have Poe's X-Wing and I have the new X-Wing, so I could actually do like a 3-video comparison of how everything progressed, which I might do at some point. Tell me if you want to see that. But yes, that is my first LEGO review. It's a short one. I do have bigger stuff I want to get to. I have like the Sandcrawler Star Destroyer stuff I want to do. But until then, I'll catch you guys next time.